What is going on, everybody? How's everyone doing today? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Sentinel re-edit Bleeding Edge Armor Iron Man figure, and this is one dope figure, so let's get into the review. So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? I got this figure in the mail the other day when I got my Vegito and Gohan Figure Arts figures, so I gotta give a big thank you to my buddy Alex Blast from agelessgeeks.com for hooking me up with this awesome Iron Man figure. And if you would like to get your Bleeding Edge Armor Iron Man figure or the other Sentinel Iron Man figure, head over to agelessgeeks.com to get yours today. But anyway, I'm really glad I got this figure. I don't collect Sentinel figures, or I really don't collect 7-8 inch scale figures also, but Iron Man is a really awesome character. He's definitely one of my favorite Marvel characters, and the figure just looked way too awesome to pass up the opportunity to own this figure in my collection. So I bought it off Alex, and like I said, I'm really glad I got it. But let me show you guys the packaging, then we will get into the figure review. So for the packaging for the Bleeding Edge Armor Iron Man figure, it's actually pretty cool looking. It's just all black. It says Marvel on the top left right there. It says Re-Edit Iron Man right there. Then you get a really cool like outline drawing or picture of the Bleeding Edge Armor Iron Man figure, which looks really cool. Over here it says Sentinel with the barcode and blah blah blah. Right here it says Bleeding Edge Armor designed by Chemical Attack. Then it says Marvel on the bottom right there. On the bottom is the barcode and blah blah blah. The top of it says Marvel Re-Edit Iron Man. The side of it says Re-Edit number 1, and then the other side of it says the same thing, and then the back of the packaging right there, you get a really cool image of the Bleeding Edge Armor Iron Man figure, which looks really cool. It says Re-Edit, and then Sentinel down there as well. You can't really see the Sentinel, well, you kind of can. And then also the front of the packaging, you could flip it open, and then you get the window box of the figure, but on this side, you get a really cool, I guess that's a drawing right there of the Bleeding Edge Armor Iron Man figure, which looks really awesome. I like that artwork. And then the window box right there shows the figure, the accessories, and everything. But we will get into the accessories in just a moment. That is the packaging for the Sentinel Bleeding Edge Armor Iron Man figure. Anyway, let's get into the review and start it off with the accessories. Alrighty, so starting off with the accessories first, the Iron Man figure comes with a decent amount of accessories. He comes with a stand and a base right there, which is really cool. He comes with a bunch of interchangeable hands, some other stuff, and then he comes with a light up feature that I'll show you guys later. But first we will start off with the stand and the base, and he comes with the clamp right here, which is pretty cool. I like how the inside of it is like a softer rubbery material right here and here, so if you are using the stand on the figure, it won't damage the paint or anything, so that was pretty smart of them to do that. And then it could also swivel, and you could take it out if you would like also. And then this part down here swivels as well, so that's pretty cool. Then this part here, this is where you put the metal piece right there. You just put it in like so, and then you just position it wherever you would like. And there you go, the stand part right there. And then the base right here is pretty cool looking as well. This part swivels, so that's pretty cool. And then the bottom of it. These pieces right here, I just want to tell you this first. These pieces, say you have the other Sentinel Iron Man figure, or you're going to get the other ones. You just take all these pieces out, well, just one side of them, unless you have two different ones, but you take these pieces out, and you would just put them on the sides like that. And then you would connect the other Iron Man figure's base, so then it would look like Tony Stark's armor display, which is really cool. I like how Sentinel included that, so that was a pretty cool little feature that they included on the base right there. And then the stand just pegs in right to here. So there you go, you just peg in the stand right there if you would like to use it. And then the last part for the base, which is really cool. Be careful because they come apart very easily, so just be careful of that. But you get this piece right here, you see the 3 pegs on the bottom, and then you see all the holes everywhere. And you can peg it in wherever you would like, whatever side. I usually pick this side to peg it into. And you just peg them in like so. And then there you go, you get that whole base setup, which is really, really cool. And then you can set up your Iron Man on there so it looks like Tony Stark's armor is on display right there. So that is a really cool base and stand that they included with this Sentinel figure. But for the interchangeable hands, the Iron Man figure comes with 10 interchangeable hands. He comes with a pair of fists right here, which are painted and sculpted very well. You can see right there, I like the red and the gold paint that they used. Really nice looking. And you see the repulsor right under it. That's a very light blue color. But very nice looking right there. So he comes with a pair of fists. He also comes with a pair of like resting hands. And all the hands are made out of like a softer plastic, so you don't gotta worry about the fingers breaking. So that's cool that they did that. But sculpted and painted well also. Just the resting hands right here with the repulsor right there. So you get a pair of those. Then you also get a pair of blast hands, or I guess flight pose hands, which are pretty cool. Painted and sculpted very well also. So looking pretty nice. And then you also get the pair of open palm blast hands, which look pretty cool also. Painted and sculpted very nice as well. And all the fingers, just all the hands are made out of a softer material, so you don't got to worry about the fingers breaking or anything. Get a pair of those, then you get another pair of open palm blast hands, which are pretty cool looking. Painted and sculpted very well also. So pretty cool. He comes with all those interchangeable hands, which is actually a decent amount, so pretty cool that they included that many interchangeable hands. He also comes with these effect pieces right here, which are really, really cool. He comes with a pair of these. It's like it's a translucent blue plastic, and then it like fades to clear. Come on, focus, you bloody bastard. There we go. But it's really nice looking, actually. And be careful, these are very, very sharp. Got stabbed by accident by one of them. But really cool looking. Then he comes with a pair of these pieces right here, which go on his wrist because they hold the effect pieces. And as you see the effect piece right here, the way it's shaped like the peg, how it's on the, make sure that part's on the bottom, because when you put this on his wrist, it's going to be facing up like that, and then you're going to peg it in just like that. But to put these on, I'll show you right now. You just unpeg his hand right here, and you take the, whoops, then you take this piece and make sure it's facing like that. And then you put it on just like that. And then you pop the hand back on. And then put the effect piece on right there. And then there you go. You get that really cool feature right there with that effect piece, which is pretty cool. I think it's that laser thing that just cuts through anything like butter. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm not too familiar with the Iron Man comics. I love the movies though and the character, but I'm pretty sure that's what this effect piece is. And then the last feature that the Iron Man figure has is that he has a light up feature. The way to use it, right here at the spine, this little spine piece, it's pegged in here and at the top, so you gotta just unpeg it. Be careful not to break anything. And then there you go, you see the switch right there. Then you just flip the switch up to turn it on. And then there you go. Turn the lights off so you can get a better look at it. Pretty cool looking, isn't it? I mean, I like that light up feature. I just think it's really, really cool. But all that lights up is the arc reactor and his eyes. But that's a really cool feature that they included on this figure. Even though it's not like a Hot Toys figure, which is like a 12-inch scale. It's just a 7.5-inch tall figure right here. So that's pretty cool that they included that light up feature. I really like that a lot. But anyway, guys, that is the accessories that comes with the Iron Man figure. Anyway, let's move on to some comparisons. Now on to some comparisons. The Bleeding Edge Armor Sentinel Iron Man figure stands at 7 inches and 1/4 of an inch tall. He's a little bit over that, but that's what he pretty much stands at. Over here we have the McFarlane Walking Dead Rick Grimes figure. He's 5 inches tall. Over here we have the SH Figure Arts Mark 6 Iron Man figure, and he's just under 6 inches tall. So they definitely don't fit in scale. And then over here we have a basic Marvel Legends, the Daredevil figure, and he stands a little bit over 6 inches tall. So this Iron Man definitely won't fit in scale with Marvel Legends figures. Then over here we have the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Goku figure, and he stands at 6.5 inches tall to the top of his hair. Then over here we have the Broccoli figure, and he stands a little bit over 9 inches tall to the top of his hair. But to the top of his head, he's about the same height as the Iron Man figure. But anyway, there's some comparisons. Anyway, let's move on to the paint and sculpt. Okay, now for the paint and sculpt for the Iron Man figure, I think Sentinel did an incredible job with the paint. The sculpt is just amazing. The detail in the sculpt is just really well done. They did a phenomenal job with this figure. That spine piece is really cool. Just all the little pieces just all over the armor just looks really, really awesome. I'll show you guys a closer look. Take a look at the head sculpt first. Oops. But the head sculpt's really, really cool. They did a really great job with it. It's really, really cool looking. I mean, even on the neck, that's all sculpted, all those little lines. All the lines all over everywhere is all like sculpted lines everywhere, which is really, really cool. And there's like black in the lines as well. And you get silver right there. Really cool looking figure. Right back there, that lights up blue also when you use the light up feature. Even all around here is just really, really cool looking. The head sculpt's just really, really awesome on this figure. And like all around here, the arc reactor is just so freaking awesome. Of course, that's the light up feature, and then the eyes also, and then that part in the back of his head. But just all the sculpt work in there, just amazing. And all these pieces right here are very light blue color, just like the repulsor on his hands, same color. You get a little bit of silver throughout the figure. It's mostly red and gold with a little bit of silver here and there. It's actually 2 shades of gold I just noticed on the arm. Like that's a lighter gold right there, and then there's a darker gold. But just that the sculpt work on this figure alone is just amazing. Be careful with that part on the elbow. You don't want to break that off. And also the figure is very, very light. There's no die-cast metal on the figure, so just be careful posing the figure around. He seems like he's very fragile. I mean, just on the back, that spine piece is really cool. Just all the detail in the sculpt is just amazing. And if you want to change the battery, say your light dies and you need to change the battery, right there is how you change it. I mean, the arms look really cool. The little shoulder pads right here. I mean, really awesome. Little wrist guards right there. And for some reason, this part to me looks like he's wearing a diaper. I think they made it too big of a piece. But, I mean, you could deal with it. It's not that big of a deal. It just looks like he's wearing a diaper. But, over on the legs, just all those lines are sculpted and everything. I don't know if it's silver. I think it's just a lighter gold that I'm thinking of. Yeah. There is a little bit of silver here and there, but very, really not too much. I mean, really, really cool looking figure. If you're an Iron Man fan, definitely get this. It's definitely worth it. Just the paint is just perfect on this figure. I just have a little, like, paint chip right here. I don't know if you can see it right up on my thumb right there, which is kind of annoying because of the price you pay for these figures. You want them to be perfect and not have paint chips or anything on them. That's the only problem I have in mind, that little paint chip right there, which is pretty annoying. But the paint and sculpt on this figure, they did an incredible job. I mean, just the detail in the sculpt is just amazing, and I really love the red and the gold colors that they chose to paint the figure with. But anyway, that's the paint scope. Let's get into the articulation and wrap the review up. So for the articulation, the head, you have to be very careful with the articulation. You have very limited articulation at the head. It only moves up and down, and it could go up about that much and then down that much. There's no pivot at the head joint, and there's no swivel at it. If you swivel or pivot it or try to pop it off, you're going to break the light-up feature at the eye, so don't do that. Where you get the pivot and the swivel, it's at the neck. So you get the pivot and then a little bit of swivel at the neck, and that also goes up and down as well. So with the neck and head, you can look up about that much, and then pretty much look all the way down. So pretty good head and neck articulation. The upper torso can go back about that much, and then it goes forward about that much, so pretty good articulation there. It also pivots a little bit, and then it swivels as well. And then also at the waist, you get the waist swivel, and then it moves forward and back as well, and then pivot as well. And these shoulder pieces, they're on like a ball joint, it seems like. It go back and forth, up and down, and swivel. And then this is on a hinge, and then this is on a hinge as well. So it won't hinder like the arm articulation, so that's cool. And then they have the cool shoulder joints, the way they did it. It swivels back and forth. It's not like the Tamashii Nation's armpit joints, they just swivel back and forth, so that's pretty cool, and I like how they hit it. Really a smart idea right there. The shoulder joint can go up. Actually, he does have a little bit of that armpit joint, but it just kind of goes up and down. You can't swivel it around really. But the arm joint, the shoulder joint goes up about that much, which is pretty good. Goes up and down. It can probably spin in a full 360, but I really want to try it. I don't know if it can because of the shoulder pad. You get bicep swivel right there. You get double jointed elbows that bend in pretty much all the way, so that's pretty good. And then the wrist guards, they're on a hinge, so that's pretty cool. And then for the wrists, they're on a ball hinge, so you could swivel them and move them back and forth. So pretty good articulation there. Now for the legs, this piece right here, it moves up and down, and then this is on a hinge as well, like a double hinge. So they try to avoid hindering leg articulation. But for the leg articulation, you can kick forward about that much, pretty much 90 degrees, so that's good. You can only go back about that much, which really isn't anything. And then it kicks out to the side about that much. And if you notice with certain joints, like see how that leg kicks out? This joint comes out as well, so it's pretty cool the way the articulation is. But you also get swivel out of it as well, and then you get double jointed knees also, and then when you bend the knee back, this piece over here like bends in, so that's pretty cool also. And then for the ankles, they go down about that much, and they go up. You get like two points of articulation, as you see right there, like the upper ankle goes back and forth, and then it also pivots and it swivels. But then you also get articulation at the lower part of the ankle as well. It goes up and down, swivels there as well, and then it also pivots there as well. And then you get a toe articulation too. So, pretty cool articulation that this Iron Man figure has. It's a little different from articulation that I know personally, but he has good articulation for a for this figure. So the articulation is good. I like it, but I do recommend the figure. It's not a must-get figure. I mean, if you're an Iron Man fan and you love getting Iron Man figures, definitely get this one for your collection. I mean, I guess if you're not the biggest Iron Man fan, you really don't need the figure. He is pretty expensive. I got him for a great price. I'll tell you where to get it in a second. But he has some great accessories. I really love the accessories and the base that this figure comes with. Really, really cool accessories the Iron Man figure comes with. The articulation is actually very well done on this figure. And the paint and sculpt, really amazing on this figure. That's probably my favorite part of the figure, just the paint and the sculpt on this figure. They just did a phenomenal job with it, and it is worth the price. It is pretty expensive, but yeah, it is worth the price. It's a very, very nice piece right here. This is definitely a great figure to own in your collection. So if you would like to get it and you have the money to spare and you love collecting figures, definitely get this Iron Man figure. It's definitely worth the money. I got mine at agelessgeeks.com, so if you guys want to get this Iron Man figure, head over there right now because you can pick this figure up there. Also, you could join the Ageless Geeks Facebook page, be in direct contact with Alex. He is the owner of Ageless Geeks. You'll be the first to know when pre-orders are up. You get first dibs on them, and like I said, you could be in direct contact with Alex himself. And then also, if you live in California, you could always go to Frank & Sons, hit up booth number 632, which is Alex's booth, the Ageless Geeks booth, and he has a bunch of figures and collectibles there for great prices, so definitely check that out as well. But anyway, that's my review of the Sentinel Bleeding Edge Armor Iron Man figure. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you can go beep yourself, and let me know what you guys think of the figure down in the comments below. Alright everybody, I'll see you later. Today we're going to be taking a look at the, I forgot. Moving on to comparisons now, the Sentinel, what the hell? The Sentinel, damn it, it says Marvel right there, and I dropped the camera.